Welcome to another episode of the Rondell Lane Podcast. We are at episode 28. These things are moving along pretty quick now. And today, I got a special guest, a good friend back in my old employment days, Mr. Courtney Vann.
Yeah, everybody calls me C-Van.
C-Van?
C-Van.
My bad.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, man. Tell them about what you do, bro.
You know, let's start this off, man. Hey, I'm proud of you. Because
Appreciate it.
Since the days when we was at work and I see you bring your stuff in, from where I saw you coming by the shop, taking pictures and doing everywhere you are now, man, congratulations.
Appreciate it, man. Same to you, bro.
I own a shop called Ink Botics off of West Market Street, pretty much right around the corner. I've been tattooing for about 12 years. My shop's been open for almost 3. I'm in the process of moving studios. And it's been an adventure, man. It has its ups and downs, but I'll do it over and over and over. So.
Yeah. I remember way back in the day, man, talking to you at work, and I remember you used to draw all the time.
Yeah.
When I was doing floor support, walking around.
Yeah, so
you know, draw.
I stopped drawing for like, let me think. I stopped drawing for like 10 years, and then
really?
when we went to whatchamacallit, I was on that 3-to-1 shift, and I didn't have nothing to do, so I started drawing, and it was just one of those things. I just started drawing again, and it just spiraled into it. And I didn't. Hey, it was crazy. I didn't even want a tattoo.
Yeah,
it wasn't even a thought.
That's what I was getting into. I remember you was drawing one day and we started talking, and you kind of like said you was thinking about tattoos, but you wasn't sure. And
it was one of those where people come by, oh, you draw? Yeah. Can you draw me a tattoo? And I'm like, okay, whatever this is.
Yeah.
And it was like it kept going and going, and then it was like I still didn't want to do it, and then it was like one day somebody was like, you should do it. And I bought one of those little eBay kits and sat in the house for 6 months. That's what I did, and still didn't want to tattoo nobody. I was just like, okay, it's a different medium. Let me try it. And then randomly, my cousin, my big cousin, came over. He used to work at Shooters. He's security. He came over at 3 o'clock in the morning. He's like, man, do this tattoo. And I was like, nah. We argued for like 2 hours. I was like, I'm not doing this. I just threw my hands up and was like, all right, let's do it. Worst tattoo ever. Really? Look, it was so bad that at a point he took the machine from me and was like, let me try it. We didn't know what we was doing. But then I realized like how much I actually need to learn, and I actually liked it because it was a different medium since I was an artist. And it just spiraled from there, man. It just went from...
Does he still have the tattoo, or did
he does. He won't let me cover it up.
Oh, really?
It was the first one. He said, nah, don't cover it up. And I was like, I appreciate it. I owe him some tattoos.
What was it?
His daughter's name.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got to do his daughter's name again, a couple other tattoos on it, but he won't cover that one up. I offered. I was like, hey man, you want to? He's like, nah, it's the first one ever. So I was like, okay. How do
you learn to do that? So we know you know how to draw, but like, you can make mistakes when you're drawing on paper. Like, how do you? Well, what was your very first tattoo? Paying client. How nervous were you?
Man, I'm thinking my first paid client, man. So in this industry, we'll say this: you're supposed to do it the proper way by getting an apprenticeship, like learning by a mentor, learning all the steps. I didn't have that. Like when I was trying, like when I was like, hey, I want to do this, I promise you, I went to like every shop in Greensboro 9 times. Everybody told me no. Everybody kept telling me no.
Why do you think that was?
I don't know. We can assume because, like I said, I've been tattooing for like 12 years, man. And I'll be real, they didn't want black people in this industry. I'm just being real. Now, like when my first convention, I visited. It was 2 black people in the whole convention. Then I worked one. It was 5 black people. So I'm like, including myself. Now, now
kind of see it.
Yeah, you can see it. But I don't know why nobody. Man, I got locked in the shop. I was dedicated. Like they told me to sit down. They're gonna talk to me. I stayed there all day. The dude literally closed the doors and locked it. And I said, hey, you gonna leave me in here? And he's like, oh, I forgot about you. So it was kind of one of the things where I didn't let it deter me. I was still learning. Like I was trying to learn on my own. I wasn't really tattooing anybody. I was trying to learn on my own. And then it was one day, a guy hits me up and was like, hey, I'm opening the shop. Go talk to this guy. He let me in. He was like, I'm gonna apprentice you. But when I got there, the first thing he said, hey, you can draw, go to work. So I kind of had to force myself not to tattoo. And then when I tattooed, if it wasn't a friend, I didn't tattoo anybody for a while. And then my first person that I actually tattooed that was somebody I didn't know, I think I did it for free.
Okay.
So, but that's a different thing is actually tattooing on somebody. Even if somebody I knew, that first time I was nervous.
Right.
Yeah. So it was just a process, man, 100%. Now, if I could do it all over again, I would love to have an apprenticeship, like to learn the right way and start off. Because I think that it would have stepped up my level of growth faster.
Yeah.
But, here I am.
Yeah.
So.
That's how I was. My first photo shoot, man, I was pouring down sweat. Like, I know the people had to be like, yo, what's up with dude, man? Like, I was sweating like crazy, bro.
I think, here you go, the most nervous I was being when I had to do that first tattoo on my cousin. When I say my hand doing this. But then it was kind of like after a while, I knew that it was just one of those things where if I took my time, I'll focus on certain things and just relaxed, I could do it. And all tattooing is really just confidence. Mm-hmm. That's really what it is. It's just having confidence and having people believe in you. Yeah. It's just getting to that level, getting people to believe in you.
Yeah. Have you seen the? I think I might have sent it to you, but have you seen the tattoos that look like patches? Like
yes, yeah.
Those are.
Hey,
those are crazy, bro.
And I'm talking about. There's people out there that do stuff that I'd be like, man, if I could just sit under you for like a year and just watch. Like I'll learn all I can, but there's some people that just does amazing stuff. And hands down, I'm talking about. And there's people out there that's 2 years tattooing and can now tattoo me just because the level of tattooing has stepped up. Yeah. But it's also the knowledge they did. They might have had an apprenticeship for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and then come out the box just killing it.
How has technology enhanced the tattooing game? Has it affected it?
It's improved it. I'm talking about everything. You name it, from the inks. Inks have changed. They're better. Needles have changed. They're better. Machines changed. They're better.
It's the same way with the cameras and stuff.
Yeah, man. Same thing. And then now with it is we're bringing more technology into it. So it went from like, hey, I got to draw on paper to, hey, I can pull out my iPad, to now you can tell, AI to be like, hey, this is what I want, and make the whole design for you. So, it's technology, the equipment, everything's changed. So it's definitely a level up. The weight of machine, so I can do a little bit more with it, All that makes a difference.
Is it a such thing as like tattoos that are like neon or like glow in the dark?
They do. I'm talking about me personally, I don't do them.
I saw something on Instagram.
Is one, they may not last. If they don't
that's
last,
what I wondered.
It could be a scar. And what it is sometimes to do them right. I talked to a guy, you have to have a session. You have to do the tattoo and then come back and do a whole nother session with
Gotcha.
Then it's kind of like, depending on the ink, it's not approved, but depending on the ink, is like, if it's not under the light, it just fades away. Like, you have to keep it going for it to work. So it's just like if you have some glow in the dark patches on your shirt and you never go in the dark anymore, it just don't do it no more. So it's the same thing. So I don't do it personally. I think it's cool.
It's a gimmick?
Yeah, I do. I think it's something cool. Like if you going in a club and all of a sudden somebody sees your tattoo glowing, it brings some. But that's how I feel about it. So I don't do it. There's some artists that will. I don't.
Gotcha. Okay. What's the longest tattoo you ever did? Like
10 hours.
10 hours.
10 hours. It was pretty much, I don't know when I started. 10 hours. A 10-hour tattoo with me, you're probably there for like 12 to 13 hours, because between breaks, lunch, stuff like that. And I had to do that twice. It was back to back. So that's the longest I've tattooed.
Same person? Or?
Same person, yeah. So it's draining. Like, it's draining. It'll take everything out of you, and you have to do it again. So I try to limit to like, okay, no more, unless I have to. Like I got a few clients that do fly out, and then if they're there for that, I have to do it. Yeah. But 10 hours is a long time to sit there with one person.
Man. Yeah, I can imagine. What's the craziest location you've tattooed somebody on?
I'm talking about it. Of course, I got some ladies out there that have some lower stuff, but craziest, I'm talking about. There's places I won't tattoo. Let's say that, but there's nothing really too crazy. Like, I'm not tattooing nobody's butthole. Yeah. I'm not gonna do that. But I've tattooed somebody's bottom of their foot just as a joke. This lady's getting some lower regions and stuff like that. But there's nothing too crazy. Like, definitely not doing no, like, any guys out there, let you know, if you want your penis tattooed, I'm not doing it. I will no.
Equal rights, man. Equal rights, man.
No.
So, are you dating anybody?
Yeah.
Does your partner have any issues like with certain tattoos?
No. What I'm talking about is she actually has no tattoos.
Okay.
So but it's a job. Like I tell people, it's like, so kind of cutting before I answer the question. This industry, you'll tell who's with you and what not. Like when I was trying to do this, like I've lost relationships because of this. Yeah. Like, hey, why are you tattooing that girl? Why are you doing this? Why are you out? Why are you doing this? So is the person you with has to understand, like, this is a lifestyle. Right. So, and then we are going to see some half naked girl, and it's not because we want to. Like, hey, if I'm tattooing something around here, she's out. I can't do nothing about it. But no, like she's understanding. Like she knows this is my job. She doesn't. She knows that.
Have you ever had like a jealous boyfriend?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
So I had a guy. There was either her fiance was like, this is going to get her first tattoo. So she was like, I'm gonna get his name, and he get to choose a place. So he decided, hey, I'm gonna put it on her butt. So I made some design, designed the name on it, put it on her butt, and I'm over here tattooing. So with tattooing, I got to stretch the skin. And the first thing he said, hey man, why you touching my girl's butt? And I was like, hey, I have to do this to make sure it's right. He's like, you don't need to grab her butt like that. And I looked at him and I was like, hey, you got two choices. You can leave or you can stay here and watch this. And as he looked at me, I took my hand like this and I looked at him and I said, okay, that's how it is. So
that's crazy. Why would he want to put it there if he's gonna have a problem?
Yeah, but that's also the great thing about a lot of female tattooers. Like they are probably like the best thing that you need in the shop.
Yeah.
Because there are jealous boyfriends that doesn't want a guy touching his girl. So yeah, it's cool. There's ladies that don't want guys touching them.
Yeah.
So, and I understand that. Hey, that's understandable because tattoo history has kind of a bad name. You think that you're going to go to a shop and it's going to be loud music, drugs, and stuff, and we're going to do this. And some people just don't understand the culture and the lifestyle's changed. So I understand it. So I talk to people. I was like, hey, I let them know, like, if you got a jealous person, if they can't handle it, don't bring them. If you don't feel comfortable around me, let me know. Like, hey, I might have an artist that you feel comfortable around. Or right now, I don't have a female artist. I used to, but I have when she was there. When I had one, I was like, hey, if you want her to tattoo, I have no problem. So it's because trying to make the shop as one.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you do piercings?
Yes.
Really?
I don't, but I do have a piercing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if you did them.
No.
Any reason?
It's a lot. It's another thing I got to learn, and I think it'll take away from my tattooing. Yeah.
You probably got to get some certifications for that. You don't?
I watched somebody learn how to pierce on YouTube.
Jeez, that's crazy.
I'm just saying, you do it right or you do it wrong. I'm talking about it. It's sad to say, like, even as a tattooer coming up, even if you go through like a 2 year, I got an apprentice now. It's 2 years. They have to be okay knowing they're going to mess up. You got to be okay to knowing to mess up. The key thing with a tattoo, hey, look, all tattooers mess up. We just know how to hide it before you see it.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's how it is.
Okay.
But it's just like piercing. Is you try, you fail, you try, you fail. Tattooing is going to be like, hey, hopefully whoever taught me this way. Mm-hmm. So I'm starting off with making less mistakes, and then the only thing you're doing is just honing that. So life. What's the word? Hardest teacher in life is experience.
Yep.
So learn from somebody with the experience, so you don't make the same mistakes. That's all it is.
Thanks. So I know talking to a lot of creatives, we put so much into what we do, whatever our art is.
Yeah.
But like most creatives kind of struggle on the business side of things. Like, do you feel like you balance that well, or do you?
I feel I do balance it. I keep it separate. Like, I have my business mindset and then I have my art mindset. So I'm never putting business with my clients. Like, I don't treat my clients as a number. Like, my clients are like, some of my clients become friends. And you're here, you're going to spend this time with me, you might as well get to know me. But when it comes to the business side, I got to go, okay, let me switch that off. Let me go here because I got to make sure the numbers right. I got to do this, make sure everybody. So I kind of keep it separate. I guess you kind of say I got two personalities, my business side and then my art side.
Gotcha.
So it doesn't really conflict too much.
Do you do everything yourself, or do you have hired help as far as like scheduling appointments, doing your taxes? Like,
majority, I say 90% of it I do myself. Like, I do have a CPA that does like my taxes, kind of keeps my money, make sure like, hey, why you're spending this kind of thing. Everything else, like, we're independent contractors, so my schedule is my schedule. I don't have anybody else work it. I'm working on ways to figure out how I can get it to a better flow. But, like, when I go in, I got to do the books. I got to pay everybody. I got to do this. I got to make sure the money's here. So it's an hour, maybe 2 hours of my time. Hour at the end of the day, hour at the beginning of the day. It doesn't take that much time once you get a rotation or a flow to it. So.
Gotcha. Okay. And so, with your business structure, you own your shop, and then tattoo artists, they rent space?
Yeah, so how I run it is I got the shop, and then if you want to work there, it's right now I'm doing percentage. Percentage kind of works better. Well, right now, because some shops will offer booth rent, some will do percentage. What I do is my goal is owning the business. Let me rephrase this. Part of business is making money. But also at the same time, I'm not trying to work somebody so hard where I'm taking their money. So my goal is I set it up so they're making a majority of their money.
Gotcha.
Like I go, hey, blah, 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 this is what it is. I want to make sure you get a majority of your money. But what I do is I take that money and turn it back into the shop. Like I got certain supplies we get, like April we got a big convention. The whole shop, I take care of it. Like if you're working a convention, it's taken care of. If we Airbnb it, it's taken care of. And then after that, like if we do other conventions together, what I'll do is I'll go, hey, I'll take care of the Airbnb. The shop will take care of the Airbnb. Can y'all pay the way to get in the booth? That's exactly. So I'll make sure that it's always returned back. Like with me moving, that was like a cool. I want to see it this way. Well, we put all this work into to bring the shop what it is. Mm-hmm. Let me take this money and put it back into the shop. So yeah, it's like I got equity into my shop, but I'm not looking to get it back.
Gotcha.
So eventually I will get it back, but it's not like, hey, I need you to work your butt off, make me this money so I can do what I want. No, let's make this money together and make it so that we all grow. And once we're all growing to a certain point and I go like, oh, hey, everybody's making this, then I'll change it. I'll change the rule. I'll have to go like, hey, let's put everybody in booth rent because I know I don't have to worry about you. I don't have to worry about if you buy your supplies. I don't have to worry about this. But until that point, I'm going to keep it where it is, yeah.
All right. This is a question I like to ask a lot of entrepreneurs because I find that the answer is the same. Don't really matter what the profession is, but when you cut deals for clients or let's take if you take lower end paying clients, do you feel like you have problems with them afterwards? Or like, do they seem to be like your most headache customers? Like the ones that
no.
Really?
I don't. The only reason I say that because let's say for example, if you come to me and was like, hey, I want this, I can design three different variants of what you want and to keep it into what your budget is. So if you go, hey, my budget is $500 and I want to do this, it's going to be like $1,200. Well, then cool. I'll even work with you. I'll be like, hey, look, this is what I like to do. Let's make it this way. And can you do $600? And I'm gonna still give you what you want. It might not be my super detailed, like every last thing I can think of to put into it, but you're gonna get what you want. It's still gonna be a great tattoo. So even when I cut deals, my most headache people are like the unsure ones, the ones that don't believe in you, like the ones that are like, hey, I don't see your vision, so I don't trust you. Mm-hmm. And they're the ones that will question you and question you and question you and question you, and you're like, hey man, just let me work. Just let me work.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so those are, but cutting a deal with somebody, that's how I might do it randomly. I'm one of those people where I might tell you the tattoo's gonna be $900, and I'm like, hey, look, I want to do this. Like, it might take a little bit longer, but I'm gonna keep it at this price.
Yeah.
Or, hey, let's do it for this because I really want to do it. Like, I'm not like, I gave away tattoos. I'll give away. I don't, like, it might be something I want to learn. Like, why would I charge you my full price if I'm trying to learn it? Because now I'm like, hey, I might hopefully not mess this up, but hey, let me. My bad. I remember you talking about the mic, so let me put my keys in this pocket I can stop running with keys. But nah, it's kind of one of the things. It's I got to learn. So if I have to learn something new that I don't do, or if I'm not familiar with it, you're gonna get the greatest discount in the world. Because like, hey, I'm gonna do this, and let's see it. And then now, I can do it. So now let's charge a normal price or something like that. So
how long do you see yourself tattooing? Like, do you think you'll ever kind of fall back from that and just run the shop? Have people coming in, renting out the space?
I can't tattoo forever. How long? I don't know. What I need my back, my hands, and my eyes.
Gotcha.
If any of those give out, then it might be I have to cut down on tattooing. But yeah, I would love to sit here and teach people.
Do you still have the same passion that you had? How long you been tattooing now?
12 years.
Dang, it's been that long?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I'm a rookie. You got to think I'm still a rookie. There's people that's been tattooing for 20, 30, 40 years. They started when they maybe been 15. Mm-hmm. And I'm over here like, hey, I'm still a rookie in the game. But yeah, I still got the same passion, man. I can have an hour of sleep and I have an appointment. I'll be full at it and everything. Now, when I'm finished, I might be like out. But yeah, I still got it. I wake up here you go. It's not a day that I don't want to go to the shop.
Okay.
It's like a handful of days and if I'm not feeling it, I won't go, Yeah. It's just like with my designs. Like, I tell people, I can give you something that I can show you the picture and you be like, man, that is the dopest thing I've seen. And if I don't like it, I won't tattoo it.
Really?
Because that's how much it means to me to put it on your body. So, but yeah, I got the same passion. And for me to teach somebody, you have to have more motivation and determination than me.
Okay.
Because this is a lifestyle. Like, I've seen people get burnt out. I've seen people like quit because they don't realize how hard it gets. Like, I joke with my apprentice, and they kind of laughed at me at first. I said, the easiest part about tattooing is tattooing. And they was like, what do you mean? That's what we're trying to do. And I was like, just wait until you just have to see how many steps become just to make that one line. So, but yeah, I got a passion for it. I'm going to do it as long as I can.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, I still have a passion. I love doing it, what I do. But like we were talking off camera, I do want to get more into the education side of things.
Yeah.
And because I'm just at the point where I don't want to have to grab my camera to make money.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, see, one thing with tattooing is I won't jinx it, but I feel that this is an industry where we at least another 10 years before a robot takes over or something takes over. Also, man, is teaching people, and this is so saturated. And I'm not saying we need to be gatekeepers, but everybody picks up a machine or picks up a camera and goes, I can do this.
Yeah.
I saw such and such do it. I can do it. And then, you got people that just want quick money. Like tattooing, I tell everybody, you can get anything you want in the industry in tattooing. It just depends on what way you go. Mm-hmm. If you are about the art, the money will come, the clients will come, the travel will come, all that. If you're just about the money, you don't care about the art, you'll make more money than me, but you don't care about what these people are walking around, which in case be good at cover-ups because job security.
Yeah. How often do you have to do cover-ups on people that might have went to a rookie or
man, right now,
prison tattoo type?
Like right now, it's cut back, but I think maybe like twice a week I get a message about a cover-up. It used to be more. But right now it's about twice a week. But hey, you know what? Actually, I've seen good tattoos and people want to cover it up.
Okay.
Because some people start running out of skin. Some people were like, hey, I liked it. This was 10 years ago. I liked it, but now I want it gone. So, and I'll tell you first, I like good and bad art. I do. Like the people that, I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. Definitely never better than anybody. But there's some people that may not be able to tattoo good. If you like it, I like it. I like bad art because half the world's most famous art is they did it wrong. Yeah. And we over here like, oh, we'll pay $1 million for that. Right. So that's how I feel about it. Now, if you come to me and be like, hey, I just don't like it, then I'm like, okay, cool. Let's see what we can do. Gotcha. That's how I feel. But
have you ever did your own tattoo?
No, I've never tattooed myself.
Really?
I haven't.
Think you will? Or
I don't think I don't want to cause pain on myself. I like causing pain on other people. They pay me for that.
Yeah.
But no, it does. By the time I figure out what I want, I already know who I want to tattoo me. Like I actually sit down and go, hey, I like to see I like this person's art, and when I show up, I'm an artist, and I'll give them a Post-it note like, can you make whatever this into you, and I'm gonna walk away because I gotta trust what you do. I chose you because of that. That's how I want people to choose me. So yeah.
What's your thoughts on like face tattoos and all that stuff?
Have more tattoos. 100%. Don't come to me and like, hey, I want a face tattoo, and you have nothing. If you have, because
you won't do it, or
no, like you have to be. I personally feel that you need to have a few tattoos before I touch your face. Okay. Like at least show something on your neck, something, arms, or something. Like, but I've had people like no tattoos. Like, can I get no? I got people that like, hey, no tattoos, one hand. I have nothing against it, and I still believe myself that hey, they're job stoppers. You don't know what you're gonna do. Like if you're an 18-year-old, I hit the mic. But if you're an 18-year-old going to college, like I think it's cool to get this face. No, wait, see what you're gonna do in life, and then do it. And it's like with tattooing, it's not looked down as much. But at the same time, certain tattoos can stop you from getting stuff. I've tattooed somebody's hand, her first tattoo, and I told her, okay, so let me go back on this. This was like before I was still learning, and I was at a decent shop, and this girl came in, she was like, hey, I got a tattoo. It's like this big. And she's like, I want to do my hand. And I was like, hey, you shouldn't, blah, blah, blah. Whole spiel. And she was like, nah, this is what I want. I did it. Week later, I got an email. It's like, hey, I lost my job, blah, blah, they fired me. I'm like, hey, man, go sue them. Because, that's wrongful if it's because of this. But that's what they told her, it was because of that. And I was like, I felt bad, but I told her.
Right.
But,
That's crazy.
But, yeah, if you don't have enough tattoos, I won't.
Gotcha. Would you ever get a face tattoo?
Maybe when I'm like 80. Like I made it. No, no. Actually, 100%. Like right now, you wouldn't know I had tattoos. I kind of like that because it's kind of like a surprise when people actually see me. When I actually like okay, he tattoos, my legs tatted, but I kind of I like that appearance. Like nobody knows I have tattoos. I'm cool with it. And
I got one tattoo. I think this was my sophomore year of college.
Mm-hmm.
It's like back in like 03.
I just want to let y'all heard it first. He's about to get his next tattoo. All right, go ahead.
Nah. I'm done, man. I got that one, and this was strictly. I'm hitting the mic myself. This was strictly. I wouldn't say peer pressure, but kind of. The girl I was dating, she had just got a tattoo maybe like a week or two before. Got a huge phoenix on her lower back.
Yeah.
And it was a random Saturday, man. We sitting in the dorm, and she's like, yo, you should get a tattoo. I'll pay for it. I was like, all right. Went down there and got the most. This is like the classic, I don't know what I want. I'm going to ask you. What do you think it was? Somebody walks into the shop.
Oh, you went to the flashboard and was like, "This looks
nice."
Yeah,
pick something out.
Yeah.
What you think it was?
Kanji.
Nah, it was like a Chinese character.
Kanji. That's
Okay.
kanji.
Okay. Yeah. That's exactly what it was, bro.
That's everybody's first.
and it said, I think it was what does it mean? I don't even know what it means no more, bro.
It doesn't mean what it probably meant the first time.
Right. And then I saw that later that.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I probably got
it's okay.
The N-word on me or something. I don't know, bro.
Just make up stories. That's all. What's that mean? No.
It was supposed to be the start of a sleeve, and I don't know. After I got it, man, I was just like,
I did it.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, I did it. I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I tell
I
people.
like looking at people get them. Or
Yeah.
like people that have full sleeves. Just I think it's cool, but I don't think it's for me, man.
That's what I tell people. Some people come to me and be like, yeah, it's my first tattoo and I want a sleeve. Should I start off small? And I know, get what you want. Because here you go. You might not want a tattoo ever again. Yeah. Get what you want, and then if that's it, that's it.
Yeah.
You are one of the few that have got one and stopped.
Yep.
Most every time is like want another one. But get what you want. That's what I tell people. Some people are like, I should start off small. No, get what you want now.
Yeah.
And that way, if you don't want to do this again, you got what you want. It's over. I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. So outside of tattooing, like, do you have any other goals, like any other business ventures that you want to get into?
I'm thinking about doing like a tattoo supply store, but that's still tattoo related. Yeah. But that's a different side of everything. Other than that, I think I really is staying around the art wise. Like I don't really do murals or I do prints and stuff like that, but tattooing is probably my main focus. The supply store is next. And after that is if the shop works, even if I can't tattoo, make sure it just keeps running.
Yeah, and kind of piggyback on what you said with artificial intelligence. Do you see that as a major threat in your industry?
No.
You don't.
So at first everybody's like, okay, here you go. You get a lot of artists like AI's not drawing. It's not. But the things that you can create from AI.
Well, not that. I mean.
Oh, I'm talking
about the day where somebody comes in and there's a.
Oh, I'm talking about they tried the little machines already. It's going to get there one day. One day you're going to be able to go in somewhere, put your arm in something, pull it out 30 minutes later, and it's done. If it happens, it happens. I think our industry's so far into it where for that to happen is you'd have to have somebody to have a degree to be able to run this. You still have to have somebody to design the thing that you want, and you're still going to have something
some human involvement.
Yeah, because it has to be done somehow, and I don't think a robot's going to be able to give it to you right now. We're going to say right now.
Ultron walking around.
Yeah, iRobot. Get mad at you and tattoo whatever you want on
it. Right. I worry about AI. Well, I'll say a couple months ago I worried about it, but now I just feel like you gotta like I've been trying to get myself familiar with like all the programs because you got to be early to the game.
Yeah,
it's like when the CDs was going out. You had the guys that jumped over to making MP3s.
Yeah,
they last. You got to be early in the game. So
you do. I agree because
and then you got to train people. Like as some of these programs become like the dominant thing.
Yeah, because
people that were slow to it.
Yeah,
I can hire. They hired me to do it. So it's like I was trying to get educated on like all these. It's so much in the.
It is, because
in my
eventually
world,
it is going to be a one-person operation.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, cool, you want to do this? Let me type this, blah, blah, blah. Here you go. We're set.
Yeah. They literally got a program now, man, where I'm thinking about using it for my podcast, but you can upload all your tracks, like your audio tracks, how many cameras you got. You line everything up, hit the button, and you literally see it edit your podcast. Like, you can do a full podcast in like
I was watching something. I saw
a couple seconds, bro. It's scary because like that's a couple of years from now, people that just do editing, they won't have no job no more.
Yeah, that's all it is. AI is taking over. It's just one of them things. Be a step ahead.
Yeah.
Like I said, with my industry, like I said, I think we got a little bit of time. Like I said, we might use the programs to like. I've definitely seen some designs created by it.
Have you ever used Midjourney?
No.
You know what I'm talking? You know
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So I used it. I tried it. I looked at it. I was like, cool. Because what it is like, hey, there might be a background that I like that I can't think of in my head right at the moment. And I go like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's dope. I'll use that. Yeah. But you have to also be careful. That's part of being an artist is like, hey, there's mistakes in these things. And catching them. But I think we have at least 10 years before we had to start working. So maybe more.
I don't know, man. That tech moving quick now.
It is, because by the time we leave this room, something else is going to be.
Yeah. I really think by the end of this decade, I think most professions gonna be done with, bro.
Yeah.
Like, because I remember a few years ago they were saying by 2030, truckers wouldn't have jobs. Yeah. It's gonna be here before that, bro. Yeah. Cause like, I think it was like 2020 and I started seeing those articles. They were saying by, and even when you look at by 2030, that doesn't mean like, what, December 31st, 2029, when the clock strikes 12, the jobs go. That means they're going to be falling as you get closer to that year. And when you look at like the leaps and bounds they've made with, autonomous driving and all that.
Yeah, because you got like
3 years, bro.
Yeah, you got cars driving themselves. You got to think now you can call customer service and talk to AI.
Right. And it's pretty good. Yeah. I remember back in the day, like you would know when you was talking to a robot. Yeah. It's pretty seamless and like, because I pay my bill online on the phone, like Duke Energy. Mm-hmm. The AI they got now, man, it's kind of fast. It's smooth, bro.
Talk to you like a person.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm thinking like, man, for our old job that we came from, how much longer you
I'm talking about after that, as soon as
they might have a handful of people still working there.
Yeah. IT.
But you see them 2 buildings that we have full of people? That stuff it's not gonna be here.
Yeah, because soon as if you have a computer that can do the same thing faster, efficient, and the only time that computer doesn't work is when somebody needs to talk to a representative. So you still have a handful of people, right? But soon it's gonna start cutting. Cutting out jobs.
Cut them. It's gonna have a few people probably working from home.
Pretty much.
That on call, like if it's somebody really need to talk to somebody. Yeah. Like, it's scary, man. It's scary out here.
And I'm gonna say, y'all people that be working at home, put your kids up. Yeah. Stop having parties.
Yeah. I don't know. That's hard though, bro.
And
could you imagine?
I would have done it. Yeah. I'd have been doing everything else as I could have.
I'd have been editing pictures on the side.
I've been on Call of Duty. Like, hold on. Right. Hold on.
We was doing that in the building. Like, put somebody on hold just to
finish
text somebody. Yeah. How is it? Did you ever think, let's say 5 years ago, that you was gonna go from being a tattoo artist to also a content creator? Like, did you see that coming?
I did. I did, but I didn't want to, because I was always like, hey, I don't want y'all to pay attention to me. Pay attention to art. This is what y'all want. But now everybody's like, who's behind the art? Right. It shouldn't matter. Yeah. Like, just come. I think it's funny because, okay, so here you go. So I'm really big into the car scene, and before, like, I had a shop and I got really popular, and I didn't like the popularity. 100%. It's like I couldn't go here. People wouldn't talk to me. So I figured it was when I did something that I was good at again, let me stay behind the scenes. Because now I can walk around freely and people don't be like, hey, I know you're a tattoo artist, let's talk. Now I'm kind of like, oh, now I have to sing and dance in front of the camera, get the picture, got to do this, let you know I did it. And I'm kind of like, but I have to. I'm not going to. No singing and dancing, I'm just letting you know. No singing and dancing. But I have to. But I'm trying to get more into maybe like you get a snippet of who I am versus like,
you good.
But it's a totally different world for me, man.
Have you ever thought about putting out tips
for tattooing?
Yeah, like here's 3 tips on whatever. That type of stuff does good.
Yeah and no. I'm talking about a have, but like I said, giving out tips is cool, and there's a lot of people that already do it. 100%. There's tons of people that already do it, and I feel that, hey, if they're already doing it, let them do it. Me putting out a tip or doing something, I don't really want to. Like, I don't. Because it goes back to what I said is I don't want to, no, if you want to do this, do it, but I don't want to give you free information for you to do it wrong. And you're like, hey, give a tip so they don't. No, it's way more to tattooing than just like, hey, make sure you put your gloves on, or make sure you do this.
Yeah. Well, how about stuff directed to the the customer, the client?
Oh, like aftercare, things like that.
Yeah, things like the kind of, because what it does is it makes you a authority figure.
Yeah, something like that. Because a lot of people don't know how to take care of don't know how to take care of the tattoos. Even if I don't do the tattoo, we get calls like, "Hey, man, I got this tattoo. How to take care of it?" Yeah, because I want to make sure, one, I want to make sure your skin stays healthy. Two, no infections, no you at the hospital and blah, blah, blah. Or, hey, I did this wrong and now my tattoo's messed up. Because what it is in this industry, if a client messes up the tattoo, they're not going to blame themselves.
Right.
They're going to blame you. And okay, hey, we know. But if you don't know, but then, yeah, something like that, I could probably do something like that. I could probably be like, okay, hey, you're a new tattooer. This is how I recommend, blah, 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 and go with it. But me giving out advice, don't get it wrong. Like, yes, there's plenty of people that do it. Like, I think it's cool. It's just once I have to be in front of the camera. And if I'm in front of the camera, that means for me to make that, let's say it takes a 30-minute video. Let's say it takes 2 hours for me to make it. That means it's 2 hours that I'm not doing something tattoo related.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel. I'd rather tattoo.
It brings more clients, though.
It does. It's just,
It's a double-edged sword.
It is.
Like,
so with my apprentice, I'm teaching them how to be more social. Like, do this stuff. Like, do this. Like, hey, be the better version of me. Be the stuff. Like, hey, I don't really want to. Like, I got an apprentice in there right now. He'll take pictures of me and get me. And I got more ways of making reels and content.
Yeah.
But, yeah, y'all get on that level. Let people see you. I tell them, hey, people want to see you. That's what the industry wants. They want to see you learn your progress. Do it. So, me, I'm over here like, let me stay in this little corner. Nobody see me tattoo. Yeah. But I'm trying to get out of that.
I was like that, too, man. I was like that until... probably towards the end of 2021, I was like, all right, man, I got to start making content. I got to start putting myself, because just posting my pictures don't work no more. Like, it's cool, but, like, nobody cares, man.
They don't. Like,
you know what I'm saying? They want to know, like you said, I want to know about you.
Yeah.
I know you take good pictures. Okay. You've been posting that stuff.
Who are you? No, but it does make sense, though, especially with me, 100%. Like, a lot of people don't know I own Inkbotics. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem with that because, like, no matter what, I'm always Inkbotics. But the people make the shop, so I don't like. But yeah, if somebody needs to know I own it, okay, cool, I own it. But other than that, Inkbotics is like, hey, you're focused on all the artists there. My personal page is my personal page. Well, I only do tattoos on my personal page. I got 3 different pages, but
yeah.
But it's kind of like just like even my car stuff. Well, no, I can't say that. My car takes off. My car goes viral. Like, I don't even have to put myself in it. The car, just throw the car in there and. I remember I did something. I always compare, and what it is, this is why I know the industry is so saturated with tattoos. I can put a reel up on my car and get like 12K views and blah blah blah. But
that's a big industry.
But then I'll do the same thing with a tattoo on my car page, and they'll get the same likes as me putting it on my regular page. So you can tell more people what more people like. So it's kind of like, yeah. But also I don't care about the views. I don't care about the likes. I don't, because I tattoo for my client. And for me, like my car, same way I do the car for me. It's just people like it. Sure, I'll show you a little bit of it, but so I guess I got to do it. But yeah, as you see, the hesitation is like,
yeah. I mean, if you start, I feel like if you start doing it, it'll open your mind up to other possibilities.
Yeah, I've been actually that's something I was gonna get to with you about is like maybe just trying to figure out. I'm one of those people is let me see the game plan first and then figure it out and see if it can work. Yeah. One thing, like I'll get on my artists, like, hey, make sure y'all do all this work, take a good picture. Make sure to take the time, take a good picture. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of like, do I get a creator in there to, okay, film me while I'm doing this, and I have to make sure it's worth it. Like, it could bring me more business, but is it worth it? Like,
I mean, that's what. Yeah, I would say it's worth it.
So that's what
they're there for. Like,
yeah, this is kind of
like getting you a higher markup. that was the point of them coming in there.
Yeah, so I know it's all marketing and stuff. So I've been weighing those out. Like that's like right now, I know I got like 1,000 things on, but it is on my list. Like I sit here and talk to people like, hey, blah blah blah. And, I had a guy, one of my good buddies. I met him in the car scene. He did some stuff for the shop out in Charlotte, and I asked him, "You was part of this team. What did y'all do?" And I was kind of getting, okay, cool, you're like this, and he was like, blah blah blah, and I was like, okay, it's work. That's what I'm thinking. Like, okay, but how would I make it work? Because if I'm tattooing, so. My plate, I got the shop. I got my apprentice. I got my clients. I got to do the ordering. I got the shop supplies. I'm thinking about doing a supply store. So I got this giant plate, and then me decided to go ahead and pull the buffet out. It's like, hey, can I throw this extra thing on this buffet and not be overwhelmed or it get not done correctly? So that's why I was like, okay, let me start processing this. And it's in the back of my mind. It is.
Well, that's from my other clients. Like, that's their thing. And that's why they hire people like me. They're doing all these other things. Like, I got multi-millionaire clients. They don't got time they're not worried about setting up a camera. They hire me. They set aside, an hour or two. We make content once a week, and then they don't got to think about it no more.
Yeah,
it's up to me to go get it done.
Yeah.
Send it to them. Then they post it when they post it. But like, that's one of the reasons that they hire people because it just.
It does make it a little bit easier. It takes take that one thing off my plate, and then so it's a thought. I got to get my shop together first.
Yeah, right.
And because I don't know why I did it. I don't know. I keep telling myself every day, like, why did I do this? I had a perfectly good setup, but no, I like I said, this new one. I think I'm trying to make version 1 was good. I got to make version 2 better. So.
See, stuff like that, man. That would be that's an amazing story. Like if that stuff was documented, like
it would.
Shop 1 to shop like. That stuff is inspiring to. It's a million other people that want to do what you're doing.
Yeah, and
don't got the vision.
Yeah, it's a lot. 100%. I agree. We always joke around, man. If we had cameras back in the day and all this, I always joke around about that. But it's that I missed the opportunities. I'm not saying I'm missing them now, but I got GoPros. I got all this stuff. I did it for car. I barely get car content.
That's crazy.
I got all this stuff set up for it, and I just don't because I enjoy the moment.
We gotta do something with the car too, bro.
Yeah, we do.
I've been wanting to toy around just on some like creative stuff.
You just let me know.
Filming cars.
Yeah, anything that you let me know. Like I said, I gotta get one back together. The other one was together, but I gotta get one back together. But yeah, I just gotta do it. That's what it is, man. And then some of this stuff, man, like people are like, oh, he's a tattoo artist. Oh yeah, he's getting all the girls. He's making all the money. And I keep this business. Yeah. It's like, and I'll tell you, it's like, yeah, you can throw all whatever you want at me. You still paying me. That's not my interest. I'm trying to get this art out. But yeah, I got ups and downs, man. I got, through this industry, I've had people want my failure. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I experienced that too.
Talk all the junk you want about me because when you do that, somebody's gonna go look and why are you talking junk about me?
Right.
I've had the worst. I think the 2 worst things in this whole career that I've had is people telling me I can't tattoo because I'm black, and other black people tell me that, and I was like, oh, this is how this industry is. And then I think the most recent thing is like when you got people really close to you that you consider like your mentors and stuff like that. Like that was the worst. Like that guy was like, hey man, I'm just waiting for you to fail, and I was like,
he said that to you?
Yeah, and I was like, oh man, I looked up to you, like you were up here with me, and because that's where I put you. You put me into a spot to where I could do all this, and you're just waiting for me to fall. And I was like, okay.
That's crazy.
But yeah,
that's mad bold though. Like can't say he talked behind your back.
Yeah, I mean, I call people out. Like I said, it was one of those things where it's
my man's getting into his Cat Williams bag right now.
Nah, like I'm not a he say she say. Like, hey, you told me they say this, I'm gonna talk to you about it. And I talked to him, and he was like, yeah, and I was like.
It's crazy though.
I was like, and first thing anybody wants to do is like, man, I want to punch him dead in his mouth. But then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk away. Let me walk away because it doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time is, me and my homeboy got a thing. It's like is your BS is your BS. I can choose to deal with it or not. It's not as long as it doesn't affect what I got going on. I don't have to deal with it. Yeah. So that's
and the best get back is just to continue to succeed.
Yeah, that's all.
That's what's gonna make them.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all I do, man, is I try to level up. And my level up is just like making sure I'm doing the right things. Like I try to learn this business. I try to learn the tattoo industry. I try to do this. And I'm trying to make, and I actually want to give back. Like the supply store, 100%, is I look at the markup that we got on stuff, and I had enough capital to be like, cool, let me buy into this so I can give back to artists. Like I won't make my profit, but I'm still not charging you an arm and a leg for your stuff.
Yeah.
Because I know I got to buy all this. I know how much all this stuff costs. So, hey, how about I make it so that we all can, buy this and not spend $20 on a box of gloves when I know they're not that much.
Right.
But yeah, man, even when, like I said, through this, like I said, is every person that told me that I couldn't tattoo, that I was black, I've tattooed them.
That's wild.
Yeah. I've literally, I kept a mental note, and, it was, some odd reason I remember those people, and they, it could be years later, hey, man, can I get a tattoo? Yeah, you can.
That's wild.
I got people that I don't like out tattoo. That's the business part. It's business. That's anybody that's starting a business. Think about it. Walmart probably don't like people, but guess what? They still shopping there. So why would I turn down somebody that I don't like?
Yeah.
Because you're paying me because you think that I'm good enough.
That's the ultimate get back. It's like, you paying me, bro. I know what you said.
Yeah.
Well, I know I got beef, but you giving me money.
Yeah.
Like,
so cool. We business now. You're gonna get I'm not gonna mess you up because guess what? You're gonna go tell such and such that hey, he did this, and cool. You're gonna bring me more business, but I don't have to like you.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of people that get into feelings like, hey, I'm not gonna take the crown. Why?
Yeah.
You give me a great reason. Unless they did something so disrespectful, like I can understand. But just because you mad at them, why? They want some work from you? Hey, look,
I got a friend like that. He'll be like, if he has a little spat with a client, he'll cut him off, never do a project with him again. I'm like,
there's limits now.
Yeah, there's limits, but some of the stuff that I'm like, bro, some of this stuff is just what business is. Like, every business transaction ain't gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? If you do that to every person, you're gonna run yourself out of business.
Yeah, it's different. It's certain clients you got to cut off. 100%. That's 100%. But just off the gate.
Yeah. So, what do you I always like to find out a little bit about my guests, man. What do you like to do for yourself, like for fun? Like
I get these bars 16 right now. I was playing. If it like I said, I'm one of those people. I go get my car and just ride around. I do the car stuff a lot. If I'm just chilling at the house, man, it's honestly, man, I'm sitting at home watching a movie, chilling. Might get on the game. Okay. It's my relax is. I stay my ass in the house.
Me too.
Like I've already been out. I've already done that. It keeps me out of trouble. Yeah. It keeps me out of this. I might go to the range a couple times. I haven't been to the range in a while, but I go to the range. But other than that, I just chill. It's like
what system do you got? PS5?
Whoa now. Whoa, hey, this is over. This is it. Cut now. Xbox, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm an Android user too. What?
Come on, man. Double negative over here.
Nah, but yeah, if I'm on the game, because you know online, you got friends that you've never met.
Yeah.
But I get on the game.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Yeah. I only got time for one game.
You're not a gamer, man.
But when I get in, that's something.
Just like my homeboy, you're not a gamer, bro. You can't have a system and just play Call of Duty, bro.
But I only got time for one. Like back.
Don't play Call of Duty. Play something else.
But that's what I'm saying. I got time for one. Like if it's not that, I might get on Forza, or if it's not that, we might play. Like I got Oculus. We might jump on, play some poker in there.
Is that worth it?
It is. Don't do it if you got motion sickness. Don't do it.
No.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about getting one, man.
Definitely. No, it's a different experience. I got mine because I caught COVID and I was stuck in the house. So I was like, all right, let me get one, and it's actually pretty dope, man. Like it's there's a lot of stuff that you can do on there. But other than that, man, I just chill.
That's
like
what's
up. Here you go. TikTok has everybody trapped, and it could be like I might end up sitting there watching people build stuff for some reason, get lost in that. But yeah, if it's not car related or on the game or if me chilling, food. Oh man, I'll find some food. This is Greensboro. There's nothing to do here, but I'll find some food.
You try to go to like little unheard of spots.
Yeah. So hey, if you've never been to a spot that's right around the corner, it's called Chicken Bee. I'm not from New York. It's called Chicken Bee. It's Chicken Bee.
I never heard of that.
G-Mart.
That shopping center?
Go in there and trust me.
Oh, it's in G-Mart.
Mm-hmm. It's Korean chicken. Well, they have other stuff. Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me. You ever been to what's the place downtown? I keep saying it wrong. Bon Choy or Bon Choy?
Bon Chop. You got me. Boncho.
Yeah.
So I went there, man. I've been there. Actually, I don't know. Do you know Jenny Haying?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went one day. She took me down there for the first time, and then one of my homeboys came to visit. Yeah. I took him out there. So he got sick though.
Yeah. So the chicken's the same, Korean chicken. Gotcha. I think it has just a little bit more taste down here. But I love the rice at the other one.
Okay.
So yeah. But I go to all the hidden spots. Like I find all the food trucks.
Have you tried? I did some work for them. Smoking Mac. Infused mac and cheese.
Yeah. Yes.
They fire, bro.
Yeah.
They fire.
Yeah. I would tell y'all some of the hidden spots, but I feel like y'all gonna go. It's gonna be lines now. Nah, there's a place off a window over there, only open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, called La Paz, and they serve. Only thing they serve. I hope I'm saying it right. Bria, like quesadillas.
I never heard of them.
So
I'll be looking for little, hidden gems in the city.
Yeah. So that's all I do, man. My chill time is just chill.
Okay.
Like I said, if I can go visit my mom, I will. She's probably gonna see this and be like, "That boy hasn't visited me." I'm gonna get a phone call.
That's out of town?
Yeah, my mom's from Fayetteville. So I'm from Fayetteville.
Okay.
So it's not too far.
I'm from Laurinburg. You know Laurinburg? How you don't know Laurinburg? You from Fayetteville? It's like 40 minutes.
I just want to let y'all know I gave him that look because he's from Laurinburg.
Okay.
I know where it is.
You know about Laurinburg. Yeah, man. I used to run the mean streets of Fayetteville, man. That's all, because there ain't nothing in Laurinburg. So
yeah.
Our weekends, we used to ride to the mall.
The mall, man. Yeah, I was I was on all the wrong places when I was there.
Yeah.
We're gonna say the Murchison Road, not the Merc.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's it, man. Like, I don't really do too much, man. I've already had the fun. Like I said, I did the party and I did all that. I kind of was like, hey, look, somebody told me a long time ago. He was like, man, if you pay rent in your house, why don't you go do it?
True.
And I was like, hey, you got a point. Instead of me just going here sleeping, why don't I sit back and enjoy it?
That's true.
Like, I might get back into cooking and things like that, but other than that, only real goal I have is 100%. This is probably like the scare my mom in my car.
Really?
Yeah, she's been in all three. Well, she has not been in one of them. She's been in two of them, and they're the slow ones. This one's the fast one. So,
Do you ever take them out to the track?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think my race car is a straight car. So I test at Piedmont, but we're trying to go to Florida 2K, trying to go to Texas in November. The other car, I've been around the VIR. That was actually pretty fun because I was about to sell the car, and then I took it around the track, and I kind of liked this. Mm-hmm. So, but other than that, that's
okay. Well, let the people know, man. What can they find you if they want to check you out?
Easiest way to find me is Inkbotics, inkbotics.com. We're on 4609 West Market Street. My personal is That Damn C. If anybody ever asks me how I got that name, I don't know.
Yeah, I always thought it to myself. I ain't never asked you, but I was like,
it was like when I played basketball, they were like, "Damn it, C" or "Damn C," and it was either good or bad.
Gotcha.
And it just stuck with me. So I was like,
dope,
but yeah, Instagram is That Damn C. The shop's Instagram is Inkbotics. That's the easiest way to find me, man.
All right.
Number 336-337.
Oh, you don't got it. Yeah, we on the internet, man.
Call now. No.
I'll link all your your handles down in the description. But appreciate you coming on the show, man. You gave my flowers at the end. I'm gonna give you your flowers now, man. It's very inspiring to see what you've done because I was there. Like I said, you was not even sure you wanted to do any of this. Yeah. And also shout out to you, man, for letting me use your studio back during the pandemic.
Oh, yeah. I told you anytime that you need me, if I can help, I'm down.
But before I got in this space right here, this guy was letting me use his extra room. So yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But if you guys have made it this far, you know what to do. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe, leave us a comment, and I will catch you in the next episode. Peace. All right, man. That was it, bro.
That's it.